Yes, people. Now then, people, hope you're doing well. Do me a favour, smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. I haven't really got anything specific to discuss. I just thought I would hop on and we could share some time together. Just been finishing weekend league. There's not really much news out there in the ether. Obviously, tomorrow I'm doing the Leeds Half Marathon, so it's partly to come on and just drum up more support, really, for the cause, for Barry Curie. And I was sat here and I thought, you know what? Let's just go chat to some people. Let's chat Leeds United. Let's get some topics in the chat, and let's discuss something. We'll have a look at the latest news as well. Big up to Leeds, that. Nice to see you, James, Rocco, Dara, whoever it may be. You'll smash it. Yeah, hope so. So it's your fault I'm stuck in all day tomorrow because of this bloody half marathon. Listen, I am so underprepared with everything. I was supposed to go to Yorkshire today, and then I thought, do you know what? Don't want to be going to Halifax, staying at a friend's, taking the dog, going on a run, going back to Halifax, picking up my dog and driving back. So I'm going to drive down on the morning, but then I'm like checking it, thinking, right, okay, well, where can I go? Can I even get to Headingley, where it's starting? Turns out I can't. So I've got to go to one of the park and rides. So then I check the park and rides. Yeah, it is a power wash. So then I check the park and rides, and Staunton's fully booked. So I'm having to go to Welland Road in the morning to get the park and ride from there. So I've got to set off like 7 a.m, I think, to get there for 8:30, to then get a bus up to Headingley, and then do my race at 10:30. But I'm shitting myself. I'm not ready, man. I don't have the facilities for that. So if anyone is in the area or anyone is about, make sure you shout it out. Make sure you give us a go, Joe! Just Joe! Or I'll be like that. Crying, feet falling off and everything, but we moved, don't we? It's all for a good cause and all that jazz. We should really be watching some Premier League stuff. I think Villa have just been playing, haven't they? Jacob Ramsey just got sent off. I know that much. Premier League player. Can you pause with a power wash? I shall not. Listen, the just giving link is there. And please, if you haven't already, please do donate. I did get an email actually to say that we were in the top 1% of like people that have raised money or something like that, which is good. Big up, Sarah. Over £1,000 raised, which is amazing. So yeah, big up to everyone. If you haven't already, then please do donate because it massively helps. Let's have a look at the latest news as well, latest transfer news. What's people saying? How's everybody feeling? Because I know a lot of people are doing like scouting videos, and I know a lot of you want to see scouting reports. But we've had a conversation. We're going to hold off, and the reason we're going to hold off is obviously we're going to wait close to the actual transfer deadline day opening. But not only that, we need to wait for our retained list and stuff. We need to know who's staying and who's going. Like, I know this will upset a lot of people, but like if Byram stays, for example, that's one less position. If Firpo signs a new contract, it's one less position. So, yeah, there's all that. I did see Beto had scored as well. So that's, I mean, what's that then now? That'll be 8 in 13 starts. It's not too bad, is it, for the Prem, really? It's not, genuinely, because Premier League is the hardest league in the world to score goals in. There is a dearth of number 9 talent across football, really. If we're being honest, your old-fashioned number 9s, it's all different these days, isn't it? Football is a lot more system-based, a lot more transactional. You don't have your Mavericks anymore, you know what I mean? No worries, yeah. Big up to Nathan, Josh Gaines' cousin, I believe. Big up. Beto's goal per 90 is very respectable. Yeah, Did you see Bamford's interview? Looks like he's staying for his final year. It doesn't surprise me, Kershaw. I don't think many people will want to take him. They'll probably look to get him on a free. Maybe they'll see what his fitness is like this year, for example. It doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me, if I'm honest. Manor Solomon, actually. I wonder what your thoughts are on this, people. Solomon's tweet. It almost, and obviously when you compare it with, say, like his missus's tweet as well, does it read as someone that could be like not staying around potentially? Elmi, I know you're a big. I know you don't like Bamford. I remember you saying it, but what I don't. Yeah, what do you want him to do? Say I don't want to be paid anymore. He's stupid. He was right to get a 5-year deal when we did. Genuinely, Spurs were sniffing about him. He'd just got an England call up, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know why. It is what it is, and what's he going to do? Just rip up his contract? Just rip up his contract? It doesn't work like that, man. Because you'd have to pay him off and pay him off for that contract. Yeah. So this is a Manor Solomon tweet as well. He says, after nearly a year without football, I couldn't have asked for a better comeback season and a better ending. I really don't know what the future holds, but I do know that Leeds United will forever be in my heart. Thank you again, fans, for the unforgettable past few weeks and all your incredible support and love throughout the entire season. We are the champions. I don't know what that... Did we get out of Joe Rodon last year? Does anybody know? I mean, we're probably reading too much into it, but I do think Manor will have offers, you know. Contrary to unpopular opinion now, he actually is a good footballer. He very rarely lost the ball, did he? And he was far too good for the division. And we saw that. And to think as well that he was out for a year and he had big injury issues. And it's one thing I'll say for Daniel Farke and the obviously the fitness regime, if you like. We had a lot of players come back early from injury. He's managed to manage Byram. They've managed Manor Solomon. Whereas, you know, maybe Rob was the issue. Elmi, that's bullshit. I don't know where you read that. Someone said in one of my comments, do not pay 50 for Solomon. You shouldn't pay that. No way anyone paying that for him. He'll go for about 15. 20 million max. But yeah, listen, he will always hold a place in the majority of Leeds fans' hearts because obviously he had a great season. I think he might have got double digits of goals and assists. But obviously won us the league with the last kick, man. He won us the league with the last kick. So yeah, I'd pay 15. Yeah, exactly. Like Leeds, that say 15 million would be amazing considering we paid that for Costa. 15 million. 20 at a push. But yeah, I don't know if that tweet sort of reads as him not sticking around. I don't know. Maybe he's just saying his goodbyes. I don't know. It's an interesting one. But like I say, it's been pretty thin on the ground with the transfer stuff. We did see Richarlison linked to Everton, but then David Moyes come out and said, like, I love Richie La. But there's nothing in that. So I don't know. But then again, would David Moyes say there was if they won? I'm not too sure. But he seemed pretty forthright with it when he did say it. Oliver, do you just buy Duff players or turn them to shy? They turn them to shy, mate. There should be a case study on why Manchester United players leave that club and then do better. There's got to be a case study on it. Look at McTominay over in Italy. I mean, bloody Anthony, the fidget spinner. The £90 million fidget spinner's even got to a Europa Conference League final. So I'm not sure on the actual retained list date, but it will be interesting. Let's have a look. When is the retained list due for Leeds United? Let's find out. What about Dan James? Yeah, Dan James got better as well, yeah, at Leeds United. Leeds United have not yet officially announced as of May 10th, and no specific due date is explicitly stated. However, if we go back to the previous years, last season was published on June 7th, year before June 12th, year before that June 10th. So you'd imagine it's going to be second week of June, looking at that. Second week of June is probably where we're going to get it. So June 10th, 12th, and 7th were the last 3 seasons. So that's when we'll probably get it. It'll be interesting to see who's actually... Let's have a look, actually, on the... Let's share this. There's my running face. Look at state of that. Look like a ball sack. My face looks like a ball sack. So if we actually look at the the expiration date this year. So we've got Junior Firpo, Byram, and Gulavogi. What? Come on, lad. What do we reckon? Do we see a situation where any of them? Gulavogi, no thanks. He was great behind the scenes, but you just replace him with James Milner. I heard on the streets there's been some mockery of James Milner as well, by the way, as a potential sign, and I think it's wild to suggest so. James Milner is a Premier League stalwart who has had sparing minutes at Brighton, who are going for Europe, but when Leeds United were newly promoted, he can play in several positions: right back, left back, midfield. He would add untold amounts of experience. I don't know why the jokes, to be honest. And what a fitting way to achieve the Premier League appearance all-time record back at the club where it started. I think it's a match made in heaven. Bring him home. Like you said, you could be looking at a situation where you do that. You know, keep all but Josh. Byram good enough for us in the cups. You got to think as well. I mean, look at the wages they're on. It's next to nothing. Junior Firpo, I'd like to see get a new deal because he deserves a second shot at it. And I do believe that if we were to get rid, that's more positions we need to fill. So I'd hope that Junior gets a contract offer. Sam Byram. See, this is a thing. I'd like Sam Byram to stay because he'd be fourth choice and he'd be happy with that. I don't think there'd be an issue there. See, for me, I don't know if this is James Rock or whoever. What I will say on that, though, there is no way, and it might not be at Leeds United, but I read the other day he's 17 appearances away from the all-time Premier League appearance record. There is no way, regardless of what your body's like, you walk away from that. If I'm Jimmy Milner, I am not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I am signing for a Premier League club because that is one that will probably be never beat again, ever. So I don't think he walks away from that. So forget, only 2 seasons ago? He was playing for Liverpool. You know? Just have a look here at Brighton. Yeah, so he's out of contract. He's on 60 grand a week. That'll come down. I mean, I don't see. I think it's a no-brainer personally, but that's just me, innit? Because I'm sentimentality FC. He's 39. He's 39. And people will balk at that and say 39. Can't sign a 39-year-old. Which, I guess, on the face of it, you could argue, okay, there's something in that. But at the ripe old age of 38, last season, he signed for Brighton and played 15 times in the Premier League. So just a year ago. Now, admittedly, he's made 3 starts this season. 3 games he's played, which ain't great. But, I mean, if you think only last season he signed for Brighton, he made 11 starts in the Premier League. He's won Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues. The experience is invaluable. So I would definitely. And I genuinely don't know if that's a sentimentality thing or whatever, but I don't know. And he's been injured actually. Let's have a look. See what this article says. Milner and Brighton have retirement decision to make after injury. Spent 8 months with a minor hamstring injury, leaving the veteran midfielder and Brighton with a decision to make: new contract, retirement, or coaching. So it does sound like it's being discussed. See, I didn't even know he was injured. So had he not been injured, he'd have played more than the fucking 3 games, right? He did not think the issue to be serious. We have to do a scan. Let's have a look. For most players aged 39 who have missed 8 months of the season through injury, retirement would be the obvious option, but Milner is not most players. He's got extreme fitness and athleticism. Jurgen Klopp always talked about when discussing Milner as being perfect for gegenpressing. Thinks it could allow Milner to continue playing into 25-26. Even at 35 or 36, he was still winning lactic threshold tests by a country mile. He's 39 now, but he's still living his life away from football in the best possible way. So if anybody is in a position to continue playing at the highest level, it is Milner, and I can imagine him doing everything within his power to do that. What may sway Milner into continuing his playing career, he's been only 17 appearances away from surpassing Gareth Barry as the Premier League's all-time record appearance holder. Now, from a personal standpoint, even if you don't come Leeds, if that's in, you're staying, aren't you? You are doing everything within your might. 17 games is not a lot, man. Surely not, you know. He might well fancy one more season playing in the top flight to break that record. He might have to find another club to do it away from Brighton, however. Milner is out of contract and there's been no news of talks between Brighton. Herzler has spoken publicly about wanting to keep Milner. James Milner is someone who challenges everyone. See, right, this is from Herzler, 30-odd-year-old guy at Brighton who are playing for Europe. A coach is saying this. Hear these words. James Milner is someone who challenges everyone, who has the mentality of winning culture inside of him. And that is something we need. Players like this, who have this career, who had this success, they are so important for the culture of the club. Not only because of the past, but by his behaviour, by his leading style, his action, by his messages he always sends to the team during the week and also on a match day. So I'm really happy that he is here. And hopefully he will be here longer. But in general, it's great to work with a person like James. And, like David said, is Ugula Vogie of the Premier League for Leeds. And not only that, this is his club. He still talks about Leeds as though Klopp said that before. I know about Leeds because of Milner. So it's a no-brainer. And then yes, of course, and then he could go into coaching that way. Exactly, Jack. And when you've got Fabian Hertzler, who, he's only in his 30s, he's one of the youngest coaches to ever do it. And, the Gulavogi role can add something on game day. You know how important, Gulavogi's been behind the scenes. I love this. Milner's like if Carlsberg did a Gulavogi, bring him home. Definitely. And the thing is, he can play right back, he can play left back, he can play in midfield. James Milner's done that at the highest level. So why not? It does say that there is a small chance Milner can have a cameo at some point over the remaining 3 matches. I wouldn't completely rule out a return this season. Did they play today, Brighton? They did. They won 2-0, didn't they? Let's have a look at the squad. Let's see if he featured. They won 2-0 against Wolves. Let's have a look. Let's check the lineups. No, he wasn't on the bench. He wasn't on the bench, so he wasn't involved. But yeah, I would take Milner. Exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. But I'm sentimentality. I'm already thinking about him being awarded something on the pitch. You know what I mean? And what a story. But again, people get annoyed about it being a story. But for me, start of the journey, ending the journey. Exactly, Aisha. Exactly. I'm not saying that that's what we're signing him for. And to be honest, I'd take Ross Barkley. This now. But no, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I just, for a player that's on a free, makes sense to me. But because we have to remember as well, like in terms of squad depth, we're already on the bare bones. We had one of the smallest or lowest squad depth in the championship. And this is true as well. A lot of their money went into their stadium structure and stuff. To be honest, mate, the only one that's been credible is Beto. But Beto started today. Beto scored today. So the only way you get Beto is if Everton bring in a new striker. They've just got rid of. Oh my God! How embarrassing is that? What? So, I mean, that has got to be the worst. If my club did this, I would be absolutely raging. This is like a total mockery. So, Southampton have tweeted this. This is insane. You go watch your club, and I'm talking from a guy who's watching at home, but for those that are going, it'll be even worse, right? Well, look at the state of this tweet. This is so bad. Sorry if we got your hopes up, Derby, because they drew today. That is so bad. Imagine Leeds did that. Imagine we got 12 points. If you did that, it's so bad. I wonder what guy. I don't think this is something worth bragging about. Even for Bate, this is proper tragic. Head would be on Mars if I was a Saints fan. Yeah, we know. It's bad. What sort of mentality? Exactly, that is mental. What? Imagine that position. It's mental, that. I would be raging. Absolutely raging, man. It just don't make sense, man. What are you doing? It's just crazy. They need to delete it and quick, yeah. Like, what a flex. Mental. Funny though, Joe, we ate Derby. No, man, it's not, man. Like, imagine being a Southampton fan who goes home and away this season and you see that tweet. You'd be like, you're taking the piss out of me. What do you think this is? You know? Oh, look at this on the Manor Solomon tweet, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this one, folks, but we'll get this shared as well. Harry Gray has put a little emoji. There's Harry Gray's there's the thing in Ramazani in Vegas. Harry Gray's put a little signed a ting under Solomon's thing. So hopefully there might be conversations there. So Harry has put that underneath the article. So that's something. Signed a ting. The 12-point bus was brutal, yeah. It's mad that, though, innit? You'd be raging, man. If I'm a Southampton fan, I think you're just taking the piss, really, at this point. If that happens, like, I would not be a happy bunny. Definitely not. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see on Solomon. The others, I mean, just having a look. The other players, obviously, the contracts. Gulavogi won't be offered a new deal. I think you could tell that with his signed shirt and stuff. I think he was happy. You know, he knew it was time up, I guess. But what a guy. And yeah, buzzing with that. Byram, I'm not too sure. And Firpo should get a new deal for definite. That's not even up for debate. And then, folks, coming down the road, of course, you've then got to be looking at new deals for these lads as well. So Dan James will need a new deal because each year after. So you'll want to get a new contract. So we might get some new contracts for some players as well. Dan James definitely deserves one. Bamford, Melier will have to be sold, otherwise he leaves for free. Darlow, I don't know. They might give him a 2-year extension as backup. Alex Cairns, the same. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Did he look to upgrade a youth prospect? But yeah, James would be the only one getting a contract. It'd be finally by to Bamford. Melier has to be sold this summer, otherwise he leaves for free. Darlow, yeah, Cairns. I mean, it depends on goalkeeper situation, but normally second and third choice keeper, it doesn't really matter, does it? So, yeah, Dan James will probably be due a new deal soon as well. Because they'll have to get him tied up this summer, otherwise he can leave for free, can't he? And we don't want that. We don't want that situation. Yeah, they're enjoying themselves in Vegas. When's the fixtures out now? I think Lord Ash told me. The other week. He did. 1 second. Let me see if I can find this. June 18th. Is it confirmed? Yeah, June 18th. Love that. Can't wait. Let me get that in the calendar now while I'm on. So if it don't go in my calendar, it doesn't happen. 9 a.m. Yeah. Fixture day. Who do you think we get first? Leeds, Burnley, and Wrexham players all in the same hotel. Love that. Fight them, man. Fight them all. Yeah, mental, man. Liverpool first game against champions. Yeah. We had that last time, didn't we? I don't think we will. I think we'll get Man United again. I do. Patrick Bamford chats Premier League promotion, winning the league, playing alongside USMNT players, and if he would consider a move to the MLS. Let's have a look. We'll listen to the last bit of this. Hopefully it won't get copy shut. Let's have a look.
League football and with Leeds United as well, personally?
Yeah, I think that obviously last time round it was so long before, since Leeds have been in the Premier League, and
just wait till he says the juicy bit, because I'll get copy struck. CBS.
Giving it a little bit more stability this time round, which obviously only bodes well for the club itself, but also on a personal note, like, I'm excited to be back playing there, and I feel like almost playing in the Premier League suits me a little bit more.
There you go. So he's not going anywhere, is there? 17 goals last time around. If he got it again, we'll see. But yeah, I did see what's his face? Ruben Diaz was having a go at Southampton, wasn't he, for them? Poppy, what's Poppy saying? What do you mean, Poppy? Oh, what she is? Oh, is that woman on there? Sorry. Doesn't stop a team coming in for him and us accepting. This is true, but I don't think anyone will come in for him. The woman interviewing Patrick Bamford is his cousin. Oh, is it? I didn't know that, bro. Oh, you learn something. You learn something new every day. There you go. Big up to that. Yeah, no, he's not. I know. It turns out to be a thing. So yeah. Wow, what a job Carlos Corberan's doing, by the way. He's nearly got them in Europe. He's taken them from the relegation zone to the verge of European football. Fair play to Carlos. Good manager, isn't he? Now Emery of Villa, is that confirmed Europe for Emery? Bamford, new 5-year contract. No, definitely not. Case drawing his way to Europe, probably. Yeah, man. That's what he does. That's what he does. He's the draw master. Forest, man, are going to miss out on Europe, aren't they? They've dropped the ball at the wrong time. Do you know what, as well, folks? Hear me out now. I've had an epiphany. Right. So, this is what I was thinking earlier on. I was in the shower listening to the football ramble, and they were talking about Nottingham Forest, and they were talking about Marinakis, right? Now, obviously, would love Farker to still be the manager at the end of the season. But if it did go wrong, which it could go wrong, my thought process is Marinakis, if Forest get any sort of Europe, which I think they can and will, it's Conference League or whatever, and the league form takes a dip, I could see Marinakis giving Nuno the boot. At which point, if Leeds are in the shit, we'll jump at the chance of taking Nuno. Now, that's because not Nuno's a bad coach or out like that. It's just because Marinakis is an absolute mental head. So, my thought process is, we did, Sam. We did. Not everybody wanted it. I know I did. So that could be something that could happen. As Marinakis wait for no one, he's not like about stability and all that. He's just like sack. He does it with his Olympiacos team. If it doesn't go well for him, I mean, he might sack Nuno at end of season for not getting Champions League after being in front. But yeah, we did, Scoops. We said it. So it could well happen. I am doing 4D chess, Oliver, but I thought about it. I was in the shower and I was listening to them talking about Forest and I thought, we could end up with Nuno at some point. But listen, Farker, what a guy. Like, I think a lot of people are have really warmed to him now. Even the naysayers. Oh, do you know what? I got sent a video earlier on as well from Darren from Only Leeds Bros, and he was with Sean Ely. Shall I show you? See, let me just see if it's actually, if I can play it actually. 1 second, let's have a look what he said. I can show that actually. I'm going to show that and save that to downloads. And then this one. Because I said, I'll show you, look. Darren from Only Leeds Bros has met Sean Ely. And he sent me a video right there. Which one's the first one? This one. This is what he said first. It's funny, man. He's a bit of a celebrity, isn't he?
Love you, Wayman, you prick.
He said, love you, Wayman, you prick. So I said, tell him to stop being an idiot then and talking shit on Farker and get back on the live streams, yeah? And then he sent me this.
Prick.
Go now.
Fuck out, you prick.
Fuck out, you prick. He's a madman, isn't he? They're on the beers, obviously. Oh, God. Funny, man. I don't... Nah. I've got a Capcom, but... I just hope we don't go... We wouldn't, though, Mark. We wouldn't, for sure not. We wouldn't. They won't mess about, mate. If it's not going well, they will sack him, but... It won't be premature. It won't be after 5 games that some people will ask for. To be honest, I know what it's going to be like. The fact that we were quite fractious as a fan base, considering we got 100 points, just wait to see what it's going to be like next season. It's going to be brutal, isn't it? Going to be madness, man. Really madness, but all good. Average. True that. But have you had a chance to watch the parade highlights? My guy who did the editing, he was at uni. And I should have got it out sooner, but I didn't have time. But yeah, I hope you, if you haven't, please do check that out. If you haven't already. Fark outline. 100 points in the Champion equals 20 points in the Prem. No, I think we'll get more than that, if I'm honest, mate. I think we'll give it the best shot. Best shot we can. And I think we'll build a decent squad. We'll see some players leave and stuff. What the fuck have I just watched? Look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry. This is look at this on Twitter. You gotta see this because I've just had to see it. This is mental. Wait there. This is mental. Are you ready? Watch.
And what that be?
Spanking.
Eh?
Spanking.
Very hard.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Right. Yeah, it's all bright red now.
Hang on, darling. I'll get up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Bright red now.
Yeah, you want to give him a rough?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh God, what's going on? I won't rock trust. They won't let me. That new no. What was that? Love you, Joe. Let's go 25-26. All will prevail. Yeah, man. Big up CR81. Rossinia link for a friend. I don't even know how that ends, but I think she's. No, he just. Oh, he said, what are you doing? He's going. No. It was, yeah. It was. He is, mate. He is. He's a good man. Yeah, he's good. I mean, Hull nearly went down, man. What a craziness. Yeah, so it's all a bit mad. Sean Healy, that was him. That was Darren just sent me that. They were trying to find him and he'd gone round corner and his missus were going, you talking, calling Joe that. Spring, spring. Yeah, man. No, I don't know. Tyler aspires to be him. I love it. I don't know. It was all a bit mad. Brilliant though. Good crack. Good crack. It's a good crack. Top crack. Good crack. But yeah, man, listen, we're gonna see on the Leeds United front loads of shitty links over the next few weeks and all that sort of stuff. But wow. It's mad. Big Six are going to Johannesburg. Like, what they've built there is insane. Last year they went to New York. This year they go to Johannesburg. Like, it is crazy what they have built. Legends, man. Legends, honestly. Quality to see. Yeah, man. Mad. You'll do nothing. Sign Darwin Núñez, I would, mate. Joe, who will you take points from next season? Your lot? 100%. Mate, Ellen Road's going to be a fortress. We lost one soul there all season. We ain't going to be no whipping boys. I'm telling you that now for a fact. For a fact. I'm telling you that now. Like, yeah. Definitely. We'll beat Burnley. We'll beat Sheffield United, whoever it is that comes up with us. Joe, I'll captain my play. Right. And I want proof of that. Captain them all you want, man. Yeah. Defo. All good, man. All good. But we'll have to see who we sign, right? We'll have to see who we sign. I'm excited. For it. Where do I see Leeds in 5 years? Europe. My guy, Europe. And it's not even laughable. Like, you might go, Europe, are you mad? Forest, Brighton, Brentford. These are all clubs up there competing. Why not? We are a massive club. We have huge financial backing. We ain't no Mickey Mouse Ipswich or out like that. Europe. 49ers will make it happen. You know, Ramazani said it in the past, but yeah, he didn't have the facilities for that. The 49ers and the ownership group that we have now do. And they're all top operators at their respective jobs. You know what I mean? Danny Welbeck has hit double figures in the Premier League in a single season for the first time in his career. First time. See, this is the point. This is a perfect representation of how these 20, 30 goal a season men don't exist. Because all Danny Welbeck has been at Man United. He's been at Arsenal. He's been at Brighton. And this is the first time he's got 10 or more goals. And everyone would sign him, but then they'll say to me, Beto, who's now got 8 goals, by the way, in 13 starts. Or they'll say to me, he's rubbish. But you'd all take Welbeck. Man has scored 10 goals for the first time ever. Bearing in mind he played at Manchester United, who were at the top of the game at the time, and Arsenal, who also had Wenger at the time. This is the levels. So, you know, the Premier League to score 10 plus goals on a regular basis is insane. Trust me when I say it. So fair play to him for doing that. Oh, I swear, Ollie Watkins has just become Villa's all-time leading goal scorer, I believe, in the Prem. Was it? Was it Ollie Watkins or was it someone else that I read? I think it might be Ollie Watkins. Maybe that. Yeah. Ollie Watkins broke the record for the most goals scored. He's only been there 2 minutes. You think some of the strikers they've had, York, Bonmore, Dublin, they had players that were there for a long time. Now, Ollie Watkins is a great shot, but you're not getting Ollie Watkins. Some of the names that sometimes people throw out are not the one. It's not happening. Some of the, genuinely, and I mean this with the best, some of the names I see linked, I'm like, or not even linked, spoken about. It's like, we need to understand where we are. Ivan Toney's never going to happen. You know what I mean? The lap's never going to happen. Yeah, there you go. Look, Gabby, Dion, York. You had, I remember when you had Davy Ginola as well. Do you remember John Gregory and he called him fat or overweight or something and he scored that wonder strike and then whipped his top off in front of Gregory? Nah, Jamie Vardy's not coming, mate. He's not going to come. Wissam Wood, first season to score 18 plus goals before they were 10 goal a season players. Exactly. There you go. It's really difficult to do. So if you give me a Beto who has, I'll take it. People have been like putting on my videos, retirement home standards and all this sort of stuff. It's like you can't run before you can walk. Do you know what I mean? You taking Langstaff? Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking Longstaff. Yeah. Yeah. I would do for sure. Exactly, David. That was the wrong move, wasn't it, in hindsight? And that's what we need to do this time. People keep saying, oh, you can get better in Europe and all this sort of stuff. I'm not sure you can. Premier League's a totally different kettle of fish. It's a totally different level. And like Vic says, it's incremental gains, step by step. And if you do have a boss season, don't rest on your laurels like when we finish ninth. Just put more in. Good luck tomorrow. We'll be down to give you a cheer on. Legend, man, Darren. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you, because I'll need it, mate. I will need it. That brings me to that as well. While I'm on, folks, let me... So tomorrow, the run for Rob, the Leeds Half Marathon. I'm running in memory of my mum and for Marie Curie. So if you can support in any way, last call, really. I will... Of course, as well, like put it up after the event with some photos with my brother. Big up Kershaw, 43 minutes ago, legend. I'm trying to copy this so I can put it in the chat if anyone wants to. If you can spare anything, that is. So yeah, match. I'm not lying to you. I'm shitting myself. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed after, to be honest. I'll get a nice sleep. I set off at 10:30. Rick, I'm hoping to do it in about 2.5 hours. Yeah. I set off at 10:30. That's when mine is. I don't know how many set. I think there's 10,000 people doing it, so I don't know how many they set off, but I set off at 10:30. I think that might be the last set off time. And then, yeah, 2.5 hours, 3. Let's aim for 3 because it's my first time. As long as I do it in 3, I'll be happy. Yeah, I think 3 hours. But I think I'll be all right. 13, Ian. 13. So it's a half marathon. First one I've ever done. Well, no, I've done one training for one before, but never like this. I've only ever run it once. It's a long way. But yeah, so hopefully it'll be all right. And then we start in Headingley and then finish there. Do you know me? I'm an emotional guy, me, so I'll cry. I'm not even joking. I'll cry. Both times when I did the square ball walk, I cried over the finish line. Just because there's a lot of people there and it's emotional and they're all clapping you and that, and you've been through a grueling, although fun, but grueling 4 days, 3 nights, feet's in bits. This time, It's 5 days, 4 nights. That's even tougher. Yeah, that's a disappointing thing, Paul. It's hot as well, man. No, but if he's done a marathon in 3 hours, that's insane. I'm looking for 10-minute miles, 11 minutes, I'm going to say, yeah? 11-minute miles. That's what I'm going to try do it in. So 11 times 13. Have a look. 11 times 13. And then would I divide that by 60? Yeah. It's 2.3. Oh, 3 hours. I'll get it done less than... Yeah. Less than 3, actually. Much less. 143 minutes. So divide that by 60. That's 2 hours and 30 minutes. 2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours. 3 minutes. Sorry. Is that right? Have I done that right? Yeah, I'm doing it for charity, Ian. It's for the Marie Curie. I've just had that on screen, broski. But yeah, I'll do it. 2 hours, 23 minutes. Okay, so I reckon I can do it in less than 3, definitely. Depends how it goes, doesn't it? Depends how it goes. But I'm going to be in a world of pain and all that much. And then I've got to drive back. Brother. But we'll be there. Right, folks. Nunes is leaving Liverpool. I think he's going Saudi, no? I think he might be going Saudi. I know they put a bid in for him before. Cheers, Scoobs, man. Yeah, and listen, if you're in and around Heading later, it'd be great to see you drop in and just swear one. That'd be great. Although don't be near at finish line because I'll cry. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Thanks for tuning in as ever. And I'll probably see you. When I get back from the run. I'll do that in it for after. Yeah, I'll take my Crocs for drive back Bremner's Ghost. Yeah, but I'll see you after, man. Peace out. Thanks, everyone. Bye.